Good morning. Call to order. Any items from the public? Yes, sir. Come forward and state your name for the record, please.
Yes. So my name is John Sullivan. I reside at 321 Greenbrier Road in Martinsburg, West Virginia, Berkeley County. And you fine gentlemen have met me before. You've given me not only one appointment, but two to serve the county on the Convention and Visitors Bureau Board of Directors, which I was able to foster through moving the CVB into a partnership with the West Virginia Film Development Office to seek out and bring opportunities to seek filming in Berkeley County. Today, what I would like to do is to make an introduction to two fine, fantastic producers who essentially last year spent $20 million in a small county in Kentucky, who are capable of bringing $30 million to Berkeley County in the next year to year and a half over a 2 to 3 film project. So these two gentlemen, I would like to just introduce them so that I want just to make an introduction, as they are not county residents. They are both out-of-state residents. But I would like to introduce Mr. Barker White and Mr. Jamie Thompson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. You guys have it.
Hey, good morning, County Commissioners. How you doing?
Good.
It's good to see everybody. I'm Barker. This is Jamie. We're very excited. Johnny has been helping us instrumentally. I was here years ago, if you remember, when we did all the Steve and David things. It was all the making of the mob and the men who built America, and we shot all over your roundhouse. We shot all over. If you can remember, we even drove cars in the middle of downtown Martinsburg, the old Ford Model Ts on process trailers and all that. We've been working since the World Wars. I've known him since 2012, and I've been coming here for a long time. It's actually where we want to end up, me and my better half. She's a West Virginian, and we're real excited. We have an opportunity here, which we're going to be working forward for the next for the next month or so as we build this project. We're going to be trying to work for, asking for additional incentive that compares with other places in order to really fine tune and get more and more films here. Jamie did, how many movies did you do last year?
Yes, I did forget that. Give me just a second, Barker. Sorry. So yes, Barker has written as the film industry has grown and the unions are losing their traction because of not needing theatrical contracts as we've gone into new studios like Amazon and Netflix. Barker has written an amazingly competitive additional incentive, kind of modeled after like what things that are done in New Zealand and some of the Canadian provinces. So I'm sure he would like to email that to you guys. It's actually the drawing film market is very competitive right now, and to have these two people interested in Berkeley County it's really an awesome opportunity for us. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
So we're excited. We want to dig in. I personally, we've talked about, we want to come in, do multiple movies. We want to do at least a couple this year. And then we want to also develop an apprentice program, training and developing in order to help us with infrastructure. Because the one thing West Virginia doesn't have is a very good, strong infrastructure in film, and we want to help that. And like I said, my main reason, of course, of action is that this is the area that I want to live in for the rest of my. I want to retire here, right on the Potomac, somewhere on the Shenandoah, somewhere beautiful in your county. So it's a good mix, and I'm very pleased to have Jamie here who works, which is a very rarity in our business right now. We're operating at almost 25% in this country in the film market. Everything's gone to Canada, everything's gone overseas. So it's a pretty tough time in our business, and it's pretty cool that he wants to come up here and shoot some movies in West Virginia.
Great. Well, thank you, and thanks for coming before us this morning and give us a little bit of information on that. So appreciate it and welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good luck in your endeavors here.
Did you want to say something?
Oh no, I'm kidding. Do you guys know where the film tax credit? How much is the film tax credit in the state of West Virginia now? I mean, so I, in a previous position, we worked on some of those tax credit stuff, and we had one, and it went away, and then we was able to kind of see the legislature saw the value in it, and it came back, and I know it's not competitive with like states like Georgia and some of those other states that are
just as competitive.
Is it really?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's slightly better than Georgia.
Well, it currently sits at 29%, but if you do a minimum of 13 West Virginia in-state resident hires, you can bump that up to 31. But what we really need to get to, which like the additional county incentives, and like would really help a guy like Jamie if we can get to 33. So like you have a third of your budget right there.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets really competitive.
Yeah, I know in the last like 5 years that got really competitive, and there for a while Georgia was way out in front of everybody. There was a lot of films being shot there. So.
Georgia built a big infrastructure out of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it started as a loss leader for them, but now it's, grown into them being.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely. They got over the hump.
Yeah.
It's really about getting over the hump and laying that infrastructure, and right now with the change and the evolution in our business, infrastructure doesn't always have to, like roll over to building giant warehouse spaces and stuff like that. What happens is you guys actually have plenty of space with your logistics center, your distribution center. So if someone when word gets out that you guys have a lot of square footage, that's beautiful. We've seen most of them already in the last couple of days. It's gonna be enticing, and that's what we want to be, the buoy and the red flag. That's like, not the red flag, the celebratory flag. It's like, come to West Virginia. We've been working on. We have crew here. We have infrastructure, and that'll enhance and bring more movies. Because the biggest thing right now is West Virginia is everybody's like, well, what's there? And that's the same problem we had in Kentucky. Is that you guys do have a history of it, but we just need to keep building on it, and that's what our goals are.
Well, thank you all very much for your time.
And Jamie, last say also, Jamie has produced everything from like really quality family friendly stuff, like was like Dad's Date for Christmas, like Hallmark type stuff. And I know one of the things in Kentucky, you just had Bruce Willis and his daughter Rumor on the same project. Right?
No, wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Wrong one.
we had Nick Cage.
Okay.
And Stephen Dorff
and
in
Stephen Dorff, and then
in a
he's
Western.
also, in a Western.
Yeah.
And he's done Alec Baldwin. We actually did an airplane movie with Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
So.
And what's on the schedule right now coming up is another airplane movie that we
Beer
can
Network.
utilize the MRB for.
Yeah.
Right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you,
sir.
gentlemen.
Have a good day. Need a motion to approve the agenda?
Mr. President, if there's no modifications or changes, I move we approve the agenda for July the 31st, 2025.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Are there any questions on the purchase while Tracy's here? I don't really have a question. I guess I need clarification. Are we managing a grant for the West Virginia State Police?
That is the
to-
West Virginia First Foundation monies that came through, the $600 and some thousand, and a piece of that was dedicated to the West Virginia State Police. So yes, sir.
Okay, good deal.
I have just a quick question. I saw there's a big number there for the reserve account.
Postage?
Postage, and I'm sure that's because of all of our beginning of the year bills that just went out.
Exactly what it is.
Gotcha.
Very good. Anything else? Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, we have a change of status received from Mike Lang, Chief Court Marshal, for Paul Klein, Deputy Court Marshal, for a step increase for years of service with an annual salary change from $40,968 to $42,712, and that's effective 7/16/25. Letter of resignation received from Chase Weinbrenner, IT Manager, for Tyler Jones, IT Specialist 2, effective July 30, 2025. Need approval of the minutes. The July 24th meeting, Commissioner Whitaker was not present, so I'd like to go ahead and approve those minutes for July 24th.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second. Then properly moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it.
Abstain due to absence.
Let the record show that Commissioner Whitaker abstained due to absence. And you have canceled check request from finance. That's quite a lengthy process to go through, isn't it?
State code requires it, sir.
Looks very cumbersome.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, Doug Smith, County Engineer, have a bond release for Faith Christian Academy, Greensburg Road. That's for the portable classroom unit. That's for grading. BCP file number 2203-0321, and Doug makes that recommendation to the engineer. Any questions for Doug? Doug, I stopped down at that project about 2 weeks ago, and I think it's under roof. I mean, I know I saw some steel sticking up, but I was anticipating a larger structure at the school, at the new school. Yes, sir.
Well, I think they have it phased in several years.
Okay.
This is for the other one.
Yes, sir, I understand, yeah. But I knew there was a lot of work that was being done in getting, the new structure, prepared for.
I think they're gonna keep their elementary and some of those grades in the existing building. That's kind of like their new high school building, and then I think they're gonna phase it all together.
Yeah, that's, they extend with the adjacent property.
Very good, thank you, Doug. And we have an order to open a new account to United Bank, where that's Fund 249 for impact fees. And I'm sure Gary's taking care of that.
Yes, sir.
All right, need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second. Been properly moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, ayes have it. Next up, Larry Hess, our assessor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Got another pile for you.
Yes, you do.
This is similar to what it was last week when I brought all those real estate ones that we collected from after we did the certification. These are personal property, same thing, that customers come in or they found while they were proofing, that kind of stuff. So, but these are personal property instead of real estate. So I brought those, I think I got 58 of those, but after this, you won't see another big pile like that for a while.
But just
We
so
do
you
that once a year,
Just so, we have a clear understanding, how many different parcels and vehicles come through your office to be keyed in and taxed?
5 or 10, Larry?
I heard
Okay,
60,000
all right,
at one
all right.
time.
So we have just a little over 60,000 parcels in the county. Okay, so we appraise all property every year. So we do that through a process that's mass appraising, but, we have to go in. Out of 8 districts, we do 3. We do a 3-year cycle, Out of the 8 districts, we do 3 each year. Then we split up Martinsburg. But those that we review have to be keyed in every year. So that's a third of the 60,000. That's real estate, okay? Personal property, we've got probably 39,000, I think, around 39,000 accounts in personal property, which has to be keyed every year. So we do a lot of keying. That's, and we get those returns back every year, like we're getting right now in July and August when those returns go out. We get trays of mail in right now. This is a busy time for us, but they have to be taken apart, separated, put in different piles. If they're ready to key, dog tags, information's in there's got to be keyed. We've got 15,000 dog tags we have to key every year. So there's a lot of keying that goes on in my office. But
So even though it looks like you have a large stack of paper in comparison to the amount of work that gets done, there's very minimal.
no, it's a small percentage. It's a small
I would
percentage.
say, quick math, sir, it's less than 1%.
Yes, sir. And that's kind of what I was trying to get to.
I would imagine, yeah.
Just to
And this
say.
is over a several month period. This has been collected. These have been collected since we did the certification, because we couldn't do anything for the 25 bill because it's not out yet.
Right.
So we had to wait till July 15th when the bills come out, and then we just, but this cleans them up. And a lot of these, we've talked to the personal property owners of the car or whatever. If they haven't been contacted, we're going to send a letter out to them, just like we did with the real estate. So, but they were mistakes. They were keyed wrong, either add another number that didn't, double billed, and just for those kinds of things. It's just normal mistakes that, when you get busy, especially like now, that there's lines down there that girls are working fast as they can, so sometimes they make mistakes. But at any rate, first thing I have is taxpayer error. I do have two of those that I had to bring to you this week, and they didn't mark their vehicles off of the form. And I hate to make it a taxpayer error, but that's what we're doing now. So, but I have two of those that they did not mark their vehicles off, and those come up to $266.63 for those two taxpayer error personal property I have today.
All right. Need a motion to approve the two personal tax exonerations due to taxpayer error in the amount of $266.63.
So moved.
Been properly moved
Second.
and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Those opposed?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you. I do have three office error, personal property that I have separated. It's called Group 1, but I separated those three out because the other 58 are the ones that we've collected over the last several months. But these three are the exonerations that we just had recently, so I put them on a separate sheet. But for those three personal property office errors for double billed, two of them was double billed, one was incorrectly keyed, but those three come up to $2,317.02 for those three personal property exonerations.
Okay. Need a motion for Group 1 personal tax exonerations due to office error.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Thank you. And while I was just mentioning this next, there's 58 of these, I think, personal property that we've collected. They're all for different reasons that's listed there, but the total on all of those today comes to $11,465.85.
Good. I need a motion to approve the exonerations for Group 2 personal tax exoneration due to office error.
So moved. I second.
It's been moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Good, thank you. The only thing I do have a divorce. They requested that we split the bill up so they can get separate billing. It's for a Sparks, Andrew and Kelly Sparks. They had two vehicles, a Toyota and a Honda CRV. Total assessed value was $30,915. So we're separating the bill. Andrew's getting the Toyota, total assessed value of $17,280. And Kelly's going to get the Honda CRV, assessed value of $13,635. So I need your approval so we can split that bill for them so they can pay each their separate part.
Okay, I need a motion for assessment for the, per the final divorce order as presented.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, and I will skip over board meeting reports here because we're about ready for our bid opening, but we do have a reappointment package that's been received from Nicholas Deal for the Eastern Panhandle Transit Authority. I think he currently serves as that board chair, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I'd like to move to reappoint Nick to that board, please.
I second that.
Very good. Been a motion and second to reappoint Nick Deal to the Eastern Panhandle Transit Authority. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Very good. Gary,
Yes, sir.
ready to go with the bid
I
opening?
am. So you have a bid opening for auction services and home cleaning processing for the sheriff's office. You have received 2 bids. You do have certification and publication. When it comes to estates and things of that effort, gotten in a position where those things are exceeding the amounts of money that are necessary before you have a bid out. So it's nice to see you've got 2 bids. It was advertised on the website and distributed to anyone that we knew had interest.
And I think it was a situation there, hopefully would have multiple abilities to do different things
Correct.
in regards to that, so.
Correct.
His first bid is by Edwards Auction and Realty, 611 Hammonds Mill Road, Hedgesville. And just, that's the first,
The numbers in there?
there are no numbers that I can see.
Pardon? It is? Oh, it is an RFQ.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
there'll be no numbers.
Yeah,
Just for
and-
qualifications. I misspoke.
Yeah, and he has presented his West Virginia license, real estate license, his auctioneer license, and the federal firearm license as well. Those numbers.
The RFQs are infrequent.
The next one is from Hurley Real Estate and Auctions, 2800 Buchanan Trail, East Greencastle, Pennsylvania.
Mr. President, these will be submitted to the sheriff and his staff for review and recommendation for award in coming weeks.
Very good. All right, thank you. All right, board meeting report, Commissioner Hardy.
Yeah, I had a water board meeting this week, which was a pretty interesting meeting. I had missed the previous one, so I was able to get a little more information on the big dig that we're going to have down there in North Berkeley, to moving that water line from the water plant, that 43-inch water line that's going to be moved through there. That was awarded to Schneider Environmental for $5.6 million and some change. Snyder has understood the assignment of the urgency of that. They're down there clearing property right now, and there's some bores that have to go on, so they'll be boring underneath the railroad there to move that water line into place. So that's moving forward. Also, there was a presentation given by Jim Ouellette, and had a lot of pictures from the project, the new water facility in South Berkeley. Had some nice aerial drone shots and showing where the new tanks will go, and just phenomenal amount of steel, in those buildings. And then had a great presentation of the river plant there. As you guys know, we're taking the river plant from 6 million to 10 million gallons a day, and they really just doubled what was there. It was just built out to double what was already there. But phenomenal amount of, too bad CMC's not open, because there was a phenomenal amount of rebar in that facility for those stand-up concrete walls and those tanks, and 1 million gallon storage tank for clean water, for finished water. Proposed another 1 million gallon tank for finished water, so if they need to take the system offline for maintenance or something like that, they can store 2 million gallons of finished water. But it was a pretty impressive show that Jim gave there, a slideshow with lots of pictures and drone pictures and exactly how things were going to be laid out. So moving forward to being able to get that plant to 10 million gallons a day and plenty of water in South Berkeley, and I feel confident that the water board is staying ahead and meeting the challenge.
Yeah.
So it was a great meeting. So.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Whitaker.
I had no meetings I was able to attend.
Very good.
We're good.
Mr. Callaway.
Last Thursday, with yourself, Commissioner Goganauer and Gary, we had a meeting with discussion of a potential YMCA here in Berkeley County that I thought went very well, and hopefully it may evolve into something becoming a reality at some point. Tuesday, I was on WRNR with Commissioner Gogenower for an hour, talking about county business. And we canceled the ambulance authority meeting for the month of July, but I do have an update for you. The ambulance authority began staffing Baker Heights Volunteer Fire Department 24 hours a day. This has been a very positive move for the citizens, and we have already seen response times dropped in that area. The BCA and the Bennington Volunteer Fire Department are working together on 2 projects. They will staff the Bennington Station 40 24/7 on Bennington Road starting tomorrow, August the 1st. So that's another big move and a wonderful thing for our community. And then an RFP will be released tomorrow for the expansion of the Bennington Station 49 on Mid-Atlantic Parkway. This will allow the current 12-hour day staffing to expand to 24/7. The target date to begin 24/7 staffing is January 1st of 2026. So the annual household fees were mailed out July 3rd. This is year 3 of the $110 fee, which means no increases for the last 2 years. And then, of course, if you are on homestead exemption, you have the ability to have that last $25 deducted, so your fee should only be $85 if you apply. And then as far as our fleet, we are due to receive 2 trucks in August, 3 more in the winter of 2025. And our fleet is in great shape at this point. More to come, so thank you.
Very good. A lot of good things happening there. I think that the addition to Station 49 to take that station to 24 hours a day was identified in their capital improvement plan with the impact fees, correct? So there's another opportunity there.
And our response time on average across the county was 8.5 minutes, and with this that latest move, it's dropped below 8 minutes now. So countywide, so good stuff.
And that's a very busy station there on Mid-Atlantic, and taking it to 24 is really a good move. So
Great move.
thank them for moving forward with that. Really didn't have a whole lot, as Steve mentioned, in the WRNR radio this past week. And then we met with the YMCA. Hopefully we can get something moving there. So, and just a couple other meetings that really didn't amount to a whole lot. So, next up, Gary, on the declaration of surplus property.
Yes, sir. So to follow procedure and protocol necessary, the commission needs to, or we're presenting to the commission an opportunity to declare 9 either wrecked, blown up, or just exhausted vehicles as surplus property. If you choose to do so, next steps will be we'll get them on Gov Deals and get them auctioned off and bring some money back. But there's pictures in there of the beauties. There's actually 2. There's a Dodge Durango and a Dodge truck that aren't wrecked, but both have blown engines. So the cost of repair replacement with the miles on the vehicle doesn't warrant. It's a whole lot more effective. And as you well know, you've already approved and purchased that replacement truck for animal control.
Animal control.
It is. It's a decent truck if you want to put a $5,000 or $6,000 motor in it. They've got those the economy motors where the cylinder shut down, and in those years of that Hemi, known problems, and fought it since actually that motor's been rebuilt and it failed again. So the math doesn't work.
What was that truck used for?
That's animal control.
Animal control.
Animal.
Yeah, and we have already stripped the badging off and taken the lights off and stuff like that. So it will probably bring a decent auction price for somebody that's got a replacement motor for it.
Sure.
It's full drive.
Okay, need a motion to adopt the declaration of surplus property as presented.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, that's going to take us to the end of our business for today. Are there any further items from the public? Let the record show there is nobody here from the public to speak, and we do have a need for executive session, and there will be,
Yeah, so for both economic development and legal, and there will be action.
yes, sir, and there will be action taken on economic and business. We're in executive session. All right, we're out of executive session, and there will be action taken.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion that the Berkeley County Commission will participate in the Purdue Pharma direct settlement and national settlement, and also give legal counsel Stephen Skinner the authority to sign on behalf of the Berkeley County Commission.
I second that motion.
Okay, it's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. It's going to conclude our business for the day. Need a motion to recess.
Mr. President, I move that we recess.
We are